We had nowhere to stay, and the friends we were living with weren't the best people, just taking advantage of us. We trusted no one. We had no real friends who were being used, abused, threatened. We did want to get housing, but it just wasn't there. And it got to the point where the safest place was a 2-person tent from Kmart.
Being homeless and in that position to begin with was because we were drug addicted, and that of course was the downward spiral that led us to being in a tent.
So when we were in the tent, I was just hit 22, 23 weeks pregnant.
I personally had a fair bit of criminal history, and the police, they'd turn up too and take me away for an interview. Just a stress if I was going to come home to Karryn, or if she was going to be left in the tent as well, by herself, being pregnant.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic. I never realised how much I wanted my older 2 boys until then. You'd hear someone walk past and you'd think, are they going to do something to us, or are we going to be okay? I just remember waking up just crying. Couldn't really get much worse. We spent 2 weeks in the tent, which was, it was the most I've actually ever prayed, just for some sort of movement in our lives.
I actually called up an appointment for Vinnie's to get some help with some vouchers and food, even just to get some pillows. At that point in time, we were just looking at settling in and making our tent our home.
Ian and Sheila come and saw us at the tent one night. It was out of the blue, unexpected.
But one of them said, no, that's not happening. They're not spending another night in the tent.
Within 12 hours, we were in a motel.
And then they got us a caravan. Yeah, when he got picked up, he went straight to the back passenger shelf of the car, and he just stared at me the whole time as he drove off. And yeah, here's the reason why we could fall asleep at night, and know we were safe. Yeah, it's gonna break me. Yeah, it was really hard.
And then Ian and Sheila rang up and said that there's a 3-bedroom house they wanted to offer us. We couldn't actually believe that we went from a tent to a 3-bedroom house in only a few months.
Having Vinnie's support us and help us like they have, they're half the reason why we got to take our son home. So.
They saved our lives. It gave us a chance to have our son and gave me my boys back.
That was also what helped put our families back in our life too.
It was when clean drug test, and I had the first phone call the next night. I said to them, Mum's hasn't got clean just because this is another baby, this is for all 3 of yous. And that was the first thing I made clear to them. They're my boys, and I've really got to fight for them, and I'm just glad we pushed through because, yeah, look where we are now.
Just taking small steps. Just recently started back at an old job. Yeah, it just feels good to be working again. It's another step. I'm back into the community. Ian and Sheila from Vinnie's, the impact that they have on us, we'll be forever grateful.
We're very lucky. We couldn't have done it without Ian and Sheila. There was no judgment, and they respected us as people and not as drug addicts. That's why we did stay clean to start off with, because we just wanted to do right by them. These people have done something for us out of the blue. We didn't know them, turned our lives around completely. I guess one thing that we hope we can give them is hope that what they're doing is helping.
We'll be forever grateful, and I'm sorry, Ian and Sheila, but we'll be thanking you for years to come because you guys are miracles.